camera. Woo! Got some waves out here today. Should have brought a surfboard, huh? Man, it's crazy. They let those boats just rip up and down this thing, huh? Oh man, it is fun when you're out there on one though. I gotta say, boating on the Kenai River is one of my favorite things to do. It's just pretty wild. You're standing out here on the bank and then you get that big wave crashing in and all that. But it's still fun nevertheless. And today I'm just cruising up and down the riverbank out here at a spot I haven't brought you guys to. This one's more of a local spot. I'm probably not going to tell anybody exactly where this one's at, just because I do live here and I do care about the local population. I'm not trying to crowd everyone out of their spots. This spot down here is really cool. We're going to cast in. We're seeing some people are catching fish. I'm not sure how it's going to go for me, but I'm going to give it a go and get this thing popped off and work on these fish, guys. Get out here on the Kenai River and try and get hooked up. While I got you, a lot of people ask what I'm doing on my reel, and for the most part, we're just running a 20-pound monofilament line over the top of regular fly backing. There's really no need for that heavy, thick fly floating line. The floating line kind of gets in the way of what's going on out there. And you want that line to be sinking in the water when you're fishing for sockeye. And 20-pound will do it, and we'll run about a couple 100 yards of that right over the top of just some regular fly backing and get in there like that. Today I'm just going to put on my go-to Kenai rig up, swivel on the top, a couple of split shots right there. You can change those out. As you test the water, if there's a faster current, you want to make sure that that weight's bouncing on the bottom like that. And I'm running about a 4-foot leader down to, I got a number 5 on today with a little piece of yarn behind it with my little barrel knot right there. So anyway, I'm going to tie that on and see what's out there in the water. What are you guys catching? All right, all right. So what I'm doing here, I have about 15 foot of line out from the tip of my rod to my rig up, and I'm casting upstream, and I want to make sure that my weight and my hook are landing in the water straight in line with my rod. If you look out there and you see 2 little splashes, one's my weight and one's my hook, and as I land in the water up there, I point right to where the hook lands and I follow the weight and the hook slowly down river, and then at the end I retrieve my line and flip it out there again. You basically do this like for hours on end until the fish swim into it, is the idea of flossing. Really early on in the season like this, there's not a lot of hooks in the water at all, and one of the best indicators of if the fish are in is everyone catching them. So if nobody's out here fishing, it's kind of hard to tell if there's many fish in the water. You can't see in this water. It's like glacier silt, so you can only see like, 4 or 5 inches into the water, and then everything disappears. So we're out here flipping. We're not using bait, so you're not really attracting fish into you, and we're just trying to hook them in the mouth by drifting that line down into them. But I'm gonna keep going, and you never know, and you got to keep that hook in the water if you want to catch fish. Check that out. Boatload after boatload of people running up in here, but you get these big waves. You get these big waves like this, and then it crashes in, look, like that. see, you kind of get a little bit of wave action here. I don't know, does that help like push the fish in towards me or what? What do you guys think? Fish are coming in or what? Okay, man, what a beautiful day out here. You don't always get on those fish, but some people do, some people don't. It's fishing. Today's update is an early one for the season still. If you guys are in town locally, we are catching fish down on the Kasilof, and we're catching them on the Kenai, but you are working for it quite a bit. But it's totally worth it, especially when it's nice out like this. You guys can come out here, spend the day working on these fish. You'll definitely get a hookup. But that's gonna be this week's episode. I'm gonna start doing them a little bit more regularly as the run picks up. So if you guys stay tuned and stay subscribed, you'll be able to check out what's coming up the river, and we'll just keep following that run and having a great day out here. Thanks for watching, and have a good one, guys.